goal one day is to travel to every country, is to do a stream at every country one day.
In case you didn't know, iShowSpeed is on a mission to live stream from every single country in the world, including North Korea. I mean, they are a country in the world, right? So, how is he going to pull this off? Let's talk about it. In case you didn't know, North Korea is one of the most troubled countries in terms of human rights, in terms of the amount of freedom that their own citizens have, the restrictions that tourists have when they come to the country, and so on and so forth. There's a lot going on with North Korea. I don't need to get into a history lesson, but all you need to know basically is that America and North Korea do not have a great relationship. So, that being said, if Speed is going to live stream from North Korea, there's going to be a lot of things that he's going to have to consider. Number one, his own safety. So, the North Koreans will probably love it and say, hey, yes, come into our country and, live stream it, show it to the world, show us how beautiful this place is. But if you haven't heard of the famous story of Otto Warmbier, he is an American citizen that went to North Korea on a vacation. I think it was his graduation ceremony, if I'm not mistaken. He went there with a few friends and he was accused of stealing a poster off a wall in a North Korean hotel that he was in, and there was footage of this. It was kind of grainy footage, you couldn't really see clearly, but they said it was him and they detained him and they kept him in the country and didn't allow him to leave North Korea. He was sentenced to many years of hard labor, and when he was finally returned to the US, he was in a vegetative state. He was basically disabled, and he died shortly after this. And this was a huge news story, and it kind of painted a picture of how bad the relationship is between America and North Korea. So many Americans are strictly advised not to go, if basically prohibited to go to North Korea. So just from that perspective, it's like, how is this live stream going to happen? I really need somebody to explain this to me. Another thing is, tourists can go to North Korea if they allow. There's certain windows basically when they'll allow tourists to come in, and when they do come in, they're only allowed to do guided tours. So you can't just freely drive through the country, do whatever you want. You have to stay with a local government official or somebody that works for the tour company, and they will guide you through the capital city or in a different city in North Korea. They will speak English, but basically you're not allowed to leave your tour guide. You have to stay with them. The only time that you can be by yourself is when you're in the hotel. But when you're out and about, moving around the city, you must stay with your local guide. Now, it's going to be interesting because everywhere Speed goes now, there's huge crowds following. Everyone knows who he is. In North Korea, as far as I know, there's no internet connection available to the North Korean people. At least maybe there's some intranet, something within North Korea that they can use to communicate, but in terms of something public where North Koreans can watch YouTube and see what's going on in the outside world, I don't think that exists. So my point here is that there won't be tons of people running and like, oh my god, it's Speed, oh my god, and doing that type of stuff. So it would be a very, very eerie and weird stream. So from a logistics perspective, it's going to be hard. From a political perspective, it's going to be hard. And even from just like an entertainment perspective, I think it might be difficult, right? Because there's so many things in there that Speed, especially, how risky he is, some of the stuff that he does, the daredevilish stuff, where if you insult or you do something that they deem is inappropriate or is insulting to the Kim family, the Kim Jong-un's father and his grandfather and the statues and any of the North Korean laws, basically, there's harsh penalties, like I told you with the story of Otto Warmbier. So it's not a joke to just say, I'm just going to go live stream in North Korea and think that everything's going to go well. They could kidnap you, they could keep you there, things could go, you could do something that you didn't know was a problem, and then you're in big trouble. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to be a reality? Will we get iShowSpeed in North Korea? Is he ready for the backlash? Was this just an idea that I'm coming out of thin air, would never happen? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Asher, he talks Speed, and I'll see you in the next video.